third grade ELA text that Exploring Pourquoi Tales. In the past weeks, we have been reading folk tales. This week, this folk tale is a special one from West Africa. The book won an important prize. You'll see why. The title is Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. This book is a special kind of folk tale called a pourquoi tale. Pourquoi is a French word that means why. Most pourquoi tales explain why things happen in nature or why people have certain customs. So there's that word why. Look, like other folk tales, pourquoi tales have been told over and over for many years. This page tells us that this story is a West African tale. See right there, West African tale. Retold by Verna Adami. As you listen, think about what makes pourquoi tales different from other fiction stories. One morning, a mosquito saw an iguana drinking at a water hole. The mosquito said, "Iguana, you will never believe what I saw yesterday." "Try me," said the iguana. The mosquito said, "I saw a farmer digging yams that were almost as big as I am." "What's a mosquito compared to a yam?" snapped the iguana grumpily. "I would rather be deaf than listen to iguana such nonsense." Then he stuck 2 sticks in his ears and went off, meek, 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 through the reeds. The iguana was still grumbling to himself when he happened to pass by a python. The big snake raised his head and said, "Good morning, iguana." The iguana did not answer, but lumbered on, bobbing his head, badum, badum. "Now why won't he speak to me?" said the python to himself. "Iguana must be angry about something. I'm afraid he is plotting some mischief against me." He began looking for somewhere to hide. The first likely place he found was a rabbit hole, and in it he went. Was-a-was, was-a-was, was-a-was. When the rabbit saw the big snake coming into her burrow, she was terrified. She scurried out through her back way and bounded, quirk, 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 across the clearing. So what do you notice about the characters we've met so far? How do the animals act like people? A crow saw the rabbit running for her life. He flew into the forest, crying, "Caw, caw, caw!" It was his duty to spread the alarm in case of danger. A monkey heard the crow. He was sure that some dangerous beast was falling near. He began screeching and leaping kill will through kiwi through the trees to help warn the other animals. As the monkey was crashing through the treetops, he happened to land on a dead limb. It broke and fell on an owl's nest, killing one of the owlets. Aww, little owlets. Mother Owl was not at home, for though she usually hunted only in the night, this morning she was still out searching for one more tidbit to satisfy her hungry babies. When she returned to the nest, she found one of them dead. Her other children told her that the monkey had killed it. All that day and all that night she sat in her tree, so sad, so sad, so sad. And it was Mother Owl who woke the sun each day so that the dawn could come. But this time, when she should have hooted for the sun, she did not do it. The night grew longer and longer. The animals of the forest knew it was lasting much too long. They feared that the sun would never come back. So in some pourquoi tales, characters have magic powers. Who has magic powers in this story? What magic power does Mother Owl have? At last, King Lion called a meeting of the animals. They come and sat down, beam, 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 around a council fire. Mother Owl did not come, so the antelope was sent to fetch her. When she arrived, King Lion asked Mother Owl, "Why have you not called the sun? The night has lasted long, 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 and everyone is worried." And Mother Owl said, "Monkey killed one of my owlets. Because of that, I cannot bear to wake the sun." The king said to the gathered animals, "Did you hear? It was the monkey who killed the owlet. And now Mother Owl won't wake the sun, so that the day can come." So why do you think King Lion calls the meeting of the animals? Then King Lion called the monkey. He came before him, nervously glancing from side to side. "Rim, rim, 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 rim. Monkey," said the king, "why did you kill one of the monkeys?" owl's babies." "Oh, King," said the monkey, "it was the crow's fault. He was calling and calling to warn us of danger, and I went leaping through the trees to help. A limb broke under me, and it fell on the owl's nest." The king said to the council, "So it was the crow who alarmed the monkey who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come." So are you noticing that it's wonderful art? What do you notice about the illustrations? Then the king called from the crow. That big bird came flapping up. He said, "King Lion, it was the rabbit's fault. I saw her running for her life in the daytime. Wasn't that reason enough to spread an alarm?" The king nodded his head and said to the council, "So it was the rabbit who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come." I wonder if the king will call for the rabbit next. He did. Then the King Lion called the rabbit. This timid little creature stood before him, one trembling paw drawn up uncertainly. "Rabbit," cried the king, "why did you break a law of nature and go running in the daytime?" "Oh, King," said the rabbit, "it was the python's fault. I was in my house minding my own business when that big snake came in and chased me out." The king said to the council, "So it was the python who scared the rabbit, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come." King called the python, who came slithering past the other animals. But king, he cried, "it was the iguana's fault. He wouldn't speak to me, and I thought he was plotting some mischief against me. When I crawled into the rabbit's hole, I was only trying to hide." The king said to the council, "So it was the iguana who frightened the python, who scared the rabbit, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so that the day can come." Each animal blames another animal. What are your thoughts about that? Now the iguana was not at the meeting, for he had not heard the summons. The antelope was sent to fetch him. All the animals laughed when they saw the iguana coming, when the sticks still stuck in his ears. King Lion pulled out the sticks, plop, plop. Then he asked Iguana, "What evil have you been plotting against the python?" "None, none at all," cried the iguana. "Python is my friend." "Then why wouldn't you say good morning to me?" demanded the snake. "I didn't hear you or even see you," said the iguana. "Mosquito told me such a big lie, I couldn't bear to listen to it, so I put sticks in my ears." "Naga, naga, naga," laughed the lion. "So that's why you had sticks in your ears?" "Yes," said the iguana. "It was the mosquito's fault," King Lion said to the council. "So it was the mosquito who annoyed the iguana, who frightened the python, who scared the rabbit, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owl won't wake the sun so the day can come." "Punish the mosquito," cried all the animals. When Mother Owl heard that, she was satisfied. She turned her head toward the east and hooted, "Hoo, hoo, hoo!" and the sun came up. Meanwhile, the mosquitoes had listened to it all from a nearby bush. She crept under a curly leaf and was never found and brought before the council. But because of this, mosquito has a guilty conscience to this day. She goes about whining in people's ears. "Z, is everyone so angry at me?" When she does that, she gets an honest answer. So why do you think that mosquito hides? Kapoo! So do you like the way the story ends? Why or why not?